Yo, what is up, guys? This is Notice here. Welcome back to another video. So you're trying to figure out how to make money into the NFT space. In the current market, it has been pretty hard. A lot of people have left the space. A lot of people have sold off their bags. A lot of people have taken losses on majority of the projects that have entered. But you're still here, and you're trying to figure out how to make money in the NFT space. I'm going to be going over a couple key factors in the NFT space on how you can take advantage of this slow market and how you can get better entries than everybody else in the space and end out on top. So I made this thread here on Twitter, and I'm going to be going over this thread entirely and very in depth pretty quick. And I'm going to be showing examples of how to take advantage of in this slow volume and consolidation phase of these projects that have been out for a while and show you how you can flip them for a profit. So let's go over one example here, the Plague. The Plague has been a project that's been out for a very, very long time. It's been out for months. And they've been kind of in this consolidation phase, haven't moved much, but it shows support. And what do I mean by that? We can see dating back all the way, we can see dating back from July, they were sitting around 0.1 ETH. They had a little pump above 0.1 ETH, didn't have too much of a pump, and then fell back down back to 0.1 ETH. So this kind of told me as an investor, as a trader, as someone that likes to look into projects that have been out for a while, that have a strong community behind them, that have maybe strong utility, strong founders, strong team, that there is a buying pressure here at this area. And this could be a good entry for me to enter and potentially sell into a pump later on when there's news announced, when there's investors coming into the project, etc. We can see this happen perfectly here. We can see it held this 0.1 ETH area for a while. Maybe some news was announced here. The project was mentioned by a well-known influencer, a well-known person in the space, and they pumped to 0.2, 0.25-ish. Well, you got an entry at 0.1 ETH, you held for a month and a half, and now you're selling for, 2.5x. Crease has been a collection now for a long time, has big whales in it, has big players in the space that are invested into this project. We can see they held around this 1 ETH range very well. Every time they dip below it, it bounced straight back up to around 1.4, 1.5 ETH plus, dipped back down below 1 ETH, pumped back up to 1.5 ETH, 1.7 ETH. We saw here dip back down. This is where I made a call recently on this collection. I was like, hey, monitor this collection. They're under 1 ETH. Looks like a good opportunity to get in. Not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research, all of that. But then turned out, got bought back up. So went from around 0.7, 0.8 ETH back up to about 1.1. So this is what I mean here when I mention this right here. The first key to have success in flipping NFT projects, if you're trying to make a profit, is get in before the pump in news. A lot of people like to get in when they see volume, when everybody's talking about it, which there's potential there, right? There's always potential there. It's a lot more risky to get in during this news, during these pumps, because you don't know the top, right? But if you get in where it's accumulating, where it's holding these areas, where it's consolidating, where there's buying pressure there, where it hasn't really dipped underneath that certain floor price, because you can go back and look at previous history. We saw here, Plague was sitting at 0.1 ETH here. So let's say you found this project around this area. You could have gone back here and said, okay, they kind of held this 0.1 to 0.15 ETH area. Then this could look like a good entry to you, because we're using our past information and our past data that we can look at to figure out an entry here. So, and it turned out to, to be a good one. I mentioned Chimpers here as another great example that kind of showed this pattern, showed this trend recently. You could see here they were holding, I'll go to the longer jar here. You can see here they were holding this 1 ETH range. They dipped below it, usually got bought back up pretty fast, within the week. They did like 0.8, 0.7, got bought back up at 1 ETH. So any area near 1 ETH or under seemed like a good entry to me. From past data we've seen, bounce off 1 ETH, went under 1 ETH, got back up. So around October-ish is when I made a call out on this collection. I was like, hey, monitor this collection. Anything near 1 ETH or under seems like a great entry. We dipped under 1 ETH here around 0.9 ETH, and that was a great entry. Pumped all the way up to about 1.7-ish, 1.6, 1.7-ish due to news. What was that news? It was a partnership with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Paramount. And that is the key to being able to flip NFT successfully to make a profit. Another example I mentioned here, another great example, was Moonbird Oddities. If you saw my last video, I went in depth on the project and why I considered it a good entry. I believe during that last video, it was sitting around 1 ETH or maybe a little under 1 ETH. I can't remember exactly, but now we're sitting at around 1.17. This one was just listed, but it hit around 1.17 earlier, 1.17, 1.19, and they're sitting here holding very well. Another great example here. You could see it was holding this 1 ETH range. Every time it dipped below 1 ETH right here, it got bought up from August. We had a little dip here around 0.59, but then, you know, they released all the updates, the burning, the new collection. So that's why we had to pump to 2 ETH. And it held, after that, it dipped back down to 1 ETH and just held that for a long, long time. Every time they dipped below it, it got bought back up. And now, you know, we talked about this at 0.9 ETH, and now they're sitting at 1.17. Another great example here. So what are the key factors? What should you be looking at if you're trying to figure out how to make money in the NFT space when everything has been moving slow? The first key factor, in my opinion, is a well-established project that has been out for a while. Degen projects are just not the move right now. You know, newly launched projects are very risky. We saw Valhalla, you know, did well off mint, but if you entered secondary and you didn't sell quick or you didn't quick flip it, it's just been hard to time it, and you most likely will be down if you didn't quick flip it. I look for well-established projects that have been out for a while and hold certain areas. If they don't have any type of buying pressure support at any area at all and it just fluctuates up and down, I'm not a big fan of that project. As a trader or an investor, I like looking for support levels in projects. And by support level, I mean buying pressure. We see here again, Plague has very good buying pressure at 0.1 ETH. Not many people undercut, and it holds this area. The next thing is listings. Listings are very important in the current market. If a collection has low listings, the higher chance it has to move up in value in the current market. Before, you know, things could have 20%, 15% listed out of the collection, and they could pump very fast. With volume lowering drastically recently, the lower amount of listings is very, very important to look at. I try to look for anything under 5 to 7% of the total collection. Under 10% is not bad. Over 10% is this kind of rough. The next thing I want to talk about, which is kind of the final thing, the final of the 3 tips, is the team and the community. In my opinion, I always put community and the team first. Is the team active? Does the team actually engage with the community? Is the community active? Do people engage? Is the project being talked about on Twitter? You can go to Twitter and look up the Plague NFT project. And I'm sure if you click the latest, there is tweets every couple of minutes, you know, every hour about the project. So they held this 0.1 ETH floor price for a long, long time. And then, you know, they pumped to 0.25, 0.3. The reason because of that is, one, the project is being talked about. The community is active. It's active on Twitter. It's catching the eye of the smart money and the whales because they see this project being talked about. They want to be a part of a project that's engaging. You may be asking yourself, why do we see these dips to begin with in projects that pump? Why do we see chimpers go from 2 ETH to holding this 1 ETH level? Why can it not hold that 2 ETH level? Well, one, whenever you see a collection really pump very fast, most of the time it's going to dump back down to a little below to where it pumped, or back down to where that heavy buying pressure is. The reason we see these dumps is, one, the market isn't the best right now, and two, people get impatient. They don't want to wait for the updates. They just want to take profits, which is 100% fine. But that is where the smart money, the smart investors, and the people that know this is a good opportunity to get in at that moment. Some other projects, Killer Bears, we talked about this at 1.3 ETH. They were holding this 1 ETH to 1.5 ETH level very well, and then they pumped to 2 ETH. You know, Genuine Undead, another great example, been holding this 0.35 to 0.4 ETH range very, very well. The community is being more engaged. The market's kind of getting a little better in the NFT space. So, of course, you know, if a community is being engaged, you're going to see that project move upwards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, put a comment down below, and share it with your friends. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, it's twitter.com/theonlynotice. I post threads every couple of days, and I hope to provide value to you guys, and I hope it really helps. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night. Keep being awesome, keep being you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.